Can you ever see yourself putting the camera down?
It would be a little bit stressful, but now like everyone respects boundaries, and I always tell them, I'm like, never let social media get in the way. Our house turned into a museum. As soon as I realized like our lives were being put in danger, I was like, nah, we need to move.
We're just gonna play the over-under game.
Yeah, I've denied like 7-figure deals.
Because I've been wanting to visit you for a while, and it's kind of lame. I'm only an hour away, but I'm here for the first time. Thank you for having me to your house.
Of course.
I kind of invited myself over. I apologize. I was like, hey, can we come do the podcast here?
Come on,
But
bro.
hey, look at this backdrop. And I wanted to make it easy. Come to San Diego for you, so you don't have to drive. But thank you for having me.
Of course, bro.
I told you the second I got here, and off camera. I don't even want to say it like that on camera, but very proud of you. For real. I've known this guy since what, 2011?
2012 is when I joined FaZe. So
I was 16. You were
15.
And Rug, I'm sure you guys have heard it, but you were like the little squeaky quiet kid, trick shotting.
I was cringe.
You weren't. We were all little kids.
I think we were all little kids. Cringe at some points. But
we were, but you were like the young fan trick shotter that became a FaZe member. Now it's just like the king of YouTube. I was just telling him my nephews are the biggest FaZe Rug fans. And it's not even about him being in FaZe, by the way. Like, they came across his videos. Every kid to this day that I meet that comes up to me, you know FaZe Rug?
No way.
How many times have I FaceTimed you so many times? He's always answering the FaceTime. So
bro, yeah, when you text me, you're like, bro, I'm with like a bunch of kids. Like, can I FaceTime you? I'm like, yeah, bro, of course. Like, I just love, my number one thing is like meeting my fans and just showing my love because of how much they support me. So it's honestly, bro, mind blowing that I've even made it this far. It's such a blessing, and I like come out here every day and I just like soak it in.
Yeah.
I try to like take time to, like set like all the work aside for like at least 5-10 minutes a day, and I come out here and I'm like, damn, like this is a real blessing.
It is, and obviously comes from God first, but you also, the hard work that you've put in is insane. Like I told you, my dad is your biggest fan because he's like, my dad's like always like, Rug is the hardest worker out of all of you. He stayed on it, and he's right.
Shout out Papa Apex.
To this day, you're still uploading 3 videos a week.
3 videos a week, bro. It's hard.
You have a whole system, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But I just can't say it enough. Very proud of everything you've done. It's easier said than done. And it looks easy, right? People look at you and they think you have it easy because your house is beautiful and you have all the cars. But other YouTubers know how much work it takes.
Of course.
Everybody can understand. It's not that simple. But congratulations.
Thank you.
You've done an amazing job.
I love you, bro. Like
I love you too.
I'm glad that you're here. Like,
I'm glad
it's never a bother if you ever want to come to my house. I'm actually surprised that this is your first time here.
I know.
I feel like a lot of the other FaZe members have been here, but you've been my brother for 12 years, bro. So
I know.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
Now, bro.
It's my honor, my guy. And like I told you earlier, my nephews have been watching, and like when my brother and his wife told me, I was like, it's fine. They could watch Rug. Rug is a very clean, amazing example for kids, and you are. So that's one thing I also really love about what you do. I know you kind of like think there's something wrong with being quote unquote family friendly, but I think it's amazing. I think it's nothing like the kids need an example like you.
Yeah.
And
you know what it is?
Yeah.
I used to be like that because I used to read comments being like, dude, like, stop being family friendly. Like, we're all older now. And like, honestly, like, I feel like I'm very like raw in my content. Like, I'm still myself, but I'm not just going to be like cussing up a storm in my videos.
But that's not even you anyways. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one thing I really do appreciate about making the content that I do is when I run into fans in public and their parents come up to me and they're like, thank you for what you do. Thank you for setting the right example. And my kid, it wants to be like you when you grow up. So thank you for inspiring the youth. Those are the moments that make me like very proud of the content that I produce, and like it doesn't make me think twice about like, oh, like this comment said that you're too family friendly. Bro, I don't care. I love what I do. I love making content, and I just love inspiring the youth. That's like one of my goals, and like I've seen it with my own eyes, and like when I meet people, bro, it truly just makes me so happy. Like it never gets old.
It's like I said, it's you too. It's not like you're putting on a fake. Like it's not like you that's the thing. It's not family friendly. Like there's other YouTubers that like overly do it.
It's like Dora the Explorer.
You're not doing that though. Like you're actually just being yourself, and you are a very nice person genuinely. And I say that behind your back, not just to your face.
Yeah.
And I have like I said, I call them all the time whenever I come across someone. But I even have a story of I have like a group of kids that I came down to San Diego with from like my local community for something. and I'm like, Rug, can you pull up and like come to lunch? They would all be so excited. He didn't even hesitate. He's like, say less. He pulled up. They loved it, one. But it was even crazier to me then was you could not even take 2 bites of your food.
Dude,
like we were
crazy.
there at this restaurant. Oh my God, man. Like, listen, I've done YouTube for a decade now too. So I have my, fair share of moments where people come up, say what's up, take a picture. But like, Rug, like I actually like felt bad for you. And I've been around it for a decade, with myself, with the other guys I lived with in the FaZe house and stuff. But like you were like a different level. It's like we were eating and then like, it's like word got out and like got posted on some bulletin board somewhere. Cause like within 20 minutes, there's minivans pulling up with kids running out. Some kid came. Is there the Chug Rug thing behind me? I don't know if they can see it. Some kid came with a Chug Rug picture and he signed it like a cardboard cutout.
It was as tall as him, bro.
Bro, it was crazy. We were there for like an hour and like multiple minivans of kids pulled up. I couldn't believe it. So
it was
like,
sick, bro.
That's one thing that it's awesome, but at the same time, you've definitely sacrificed privacy, right?
Yeah.
And that's what, that's something that maybe people don't think is a big deal. But as someone, again, who has lived it a little bit, like I kind of disappeared off of YouTube for a while because I wanted to live a very private life.
Yeah.
You're, beyond, unfortunately, for some reasons, but it's fortunate for a lot of other reasons.
Yeah.
But like you're at a point where no matter what, this is going to happen every time you go out.
Of course.
But like, how is that, that kind of trade-off? I'm sure like, obviously you like you said, you come out, you soak in, you're grateful for everything, but I'm sure part of you wishes that there was a little bit of a barrier with that privacy.
Yeah, I would say privacy-wise, like anything that has to do with my own house and like my parents' privacy, like I would want to protect that with everything. And I know like I have in the past, I vlog my house. Like I don't show my address, of course, but like, I vlog and like I kind of show like some parts of my house, like my backyard, and some people find the address, leak it. As far as like when it comes to like my house, like I will never like appreciate if anyone tries to come to my house.
Yeah.
But as far as public, like I think the only times that it can get a little overwhelming is if I'm eating.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, because that's like my one time where I get to like kind of recharge, because like throughout the day, let's say I'm filming a video and I'm at the mall. I'm meeting fans left and right. Like even then, like when I'm filming videos, like I don't mind stopping and taking a picture. If we're like in the middle of shooting a scene, I'll literally just be like, hey, give me like 1 second.
Yeah.
But then, after all like that talking, not only to the video, but to my supporters, like you need to recharge, right? So like then we'll go eat and I'm like, okay, this is the time I can kind of like, all right, let me chill and eat. And like, people will still come up while I eat and, I still take pictures. Bro, it's
can't say
weird.
no,
I can't say no.
No, I get it.
I can't. And like a part of me wants to, but then I look at them and I'm like, bro, like they sometimes they don't know better, sometimes where like some people like don't know that it's wrong because like they'll be a little younger, but then there's times where like parents will come up to me and be like, they're like, hey, I know you're eating and I know you don't want to be bothered when you're eating, but can you do this and that? And I'm like, so I don't want to be bothered when I'm eating, but you still ask, like I like, but I've never rejected it, but it's sometimes like a funny concept when they say stuff like that, because I'm like, bro, like as a parent and an adult, you should know better at least for that.
And like you're setting about, you're not teaching your kids how to act properly
like
with
proper manners.
That kind of stuff is frustrating.
Yeah,
we obviously dealt with that a lot at the New York house.
Oh,
like,
dude, the New York house.
Yeah, the parents would come like drive their kids and thinking it's like
Nah, it was a museum.
That's the thing. Like unfortunately, one of the negative aspects of being so public and online is people like forget that you're a human at the end of the day. I'm sure with you specifically, again, because you're so open and you are very open with your fans. You talk about a lot of things. Your whole family is online too, right? Like everybody in your life is basically on screen.
Yeah.
So people don't really respect any barrier. It seems like.
I will say, as long as like me and my family's safety is like a priority, like as long as there's no one like like threatening us or like coming to our houses, like because that's when I feel like they've crossed the line big time.
100%.
So as long as like we just feel comfortable in our own homes, like that's totally fine. Like I would love that, but sometimes things like that aren't even private anymore. But I will say I will take some fault in it for being super open with everything. But my whole thing is that I want to be open about not everything about my life, because I would say back in the day when like people were vlogging every day, like daily vlogs, that's when everyone would talk about everything. Like, oh, look what I'm eating for breakfast today. I'm going here now. I'm going there. Now it's a little bit more calm. Like it's not like I'm telling everyone what I'm doing every single day, but I think just once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's like, I was just telling you inside to it, you're very unique where like you've put on like everybody around you.
Yeah.
Like, let's just start with your immediate family. Like, your brother has over 6 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Your parents, I always see Mama Rug, Papa Rug on my TikTok. I love
Bro.
it. But like, they have millions of followers themselves, right?
They're on a TikTok grind right now.
They are.
Yeah.
They make funny. They're following trends, bro.
Bro, my dad
your dad's
is
on top of it.
hilarious,
Yeah.
bro. Like he'll post the funniest TikToks where I'm like, yo, Dad, why didn't you give me that idea?
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That would
I
have
was
been
gonna
good,
say,
bro.
yeah, you gotta get ideas from him.
Yeah.
He's crushing it on TikTok.
He's creative, bro.
And then like you have so many cousins also that
Bro.
all have accounts and like family friends and like I've never seen somebody put on literally a dozen people around them. So like, you know, I'm sure there's pros and cons to that.
Yeah.
For sure. But at the end of the day, you've given so many people a platform and a career, so like you should definitely be proud of that. And I know it's coming from you out of nothing but good intentions.
Yeah.
But how has that been, I guess, having even like your mom and your dad and your brother, start like with them specifically, all being very popular as well online?
Yeah.
Does that add like a different layer? Is it cool because, you know, do you like that or is it actually more stressful for you?
Honestly, I like it. I used to be stressed about it more back then when we were kind of like all doing it. But, you know, now I'm like, you know, they're doing their own thing and we always help each other. I
Yeah.
think that's like at the end of the day, and they respect my boundaries where, you know, I'm grinding, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually like doing a lot where even if I am free, like if I have like a day off, I want to use that to take like a mental reset
Yeah.
because of like how busy my week was. So if, you know, let's say my brother wants to film, I'll just be straight up and be like, hey man, like I'm just like really exhausted now. Like,
Yeah.
can we just like do sometime next week? So like we've definitely had like had moments like actually coming up where it would be a little bit stressful, but now like everyone respects boundaries. And you know, I always tell them, I'm like, dude, never let social media get in the way.
Yeah.
Please, like,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
don't ever get offended if like one person doesn't want to help with a video.
Yeah,
Because bro,
yeah.
it has gotten like that in the past where it's like, oh, like why didn't you help this person with a video, or why aren't you doing? And I'm like, well, to be fair, like I'm not really obligated to do
Yeah.
that. Like I helped so many people.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to help when it doesn't feel forced. Like
Yeah.
I love helping anyone in my family make content, but I don't want it to feel like it's like trade-offs, like where it's like, oh, well, I helped you with a video, so now you have to help me. And I'm like, well, it doesn't necessarily work like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think just ultimately, like the bigger picture, like I've helped a lot of people to where like, I feel like you guys should definitely like respect if I don't want to film today, or if, you know, like
100%.
if I want to at least like push it to next week. So, I think lately it's been a lot better
That's good.
where everyone respects boundaries.
That's good. Like, everyone always says doing business with family is difficult already. When money gets involved with family, is difficult. I think this is a whole nother level where it's
Yeah.
filming and it's public. So hopefully it's, you know, you guys, I'm glad you got to a place where you've kind of figured it out. But I'm
Yeah.
sure I can imagine as a, like if I put myself in your shoes,
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine my brothers and stuff doing videos and stuff. I can get that. That probably has been stressful over the years. And
Yeah.
again, especially like, aside from all that, like, I know I apologize for bothering you on a day off when you're filming, and I
Oh,
came down
bro,
here to
come
film.
on.
But like,
Come on, bro.
but like when you have a day off, I'm sure you know you want to just chill, not go film. And
Yeah.
he is, by the way, he has a day off today. He's filming this, and then he's gonna go help his cousin with
My
a
cousin
video.
Anthony with a
So
video.
shout out Rug. He's always grinding and like,
Dude, I'm
he
telling
says this,
you,
but I'm sure he says yes to everyone either way.
I promise you, like it's like it's just, again, it's hard for me to say no.
Yeah.
And even if I do say no, I'm very like apologetic. I'm just like, hey, I really hope you understand.
Yeah, yeah.
Please don't take it the wrong way. I would love to help you, but as of right now, my energy is just not the best.
Yeah.
And I want to put on like the best energy for your video.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to get like
Yeah, you need to be in the right
FaZe
mood.
Rug when he's tired. Like
Yeah.
you want to get FaZe Rug in a good mood.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like for the most part, bro, like you know, cause my family helps me a lot with my videos.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I just tell myself the least I can do is help them with their videos. So we've been very good at it lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about your background. For the people that don't, though, you're Chaldean, right?
Yeah, Chaldean.
So, because a lot of people always ask me too, because it's like I'm Palestinian, right? And our parents met when we did I don't know if you remember.
FaZe Kappa.
Yeah. When we did the big meetup, and our parents were talking in fluent Arabic together.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know your parents speak Arabic like that, because you guys have a different language too. So can you give a background on where your family's from and all that stuff?
So, bro, I'm so bad at that. Like my parents are from Iraq. I
Okay.
don't know the exact village.
Okay.
They're from a specific village.
But they both grew up there.
They both grew up there. They met in Iraq.
Okay.
And they got married in Iraq, but then when they came to America, they got married here again. So they have 2 anniversaries.
Well, that's crazy, by the way. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a tradition thing, but like, or they just wanted to.
Wow.
But yeah, they have 2 anniversaries, which is
Wow.
crazy. We speak Chaldean. My parents speak Arabic and Chaldean. I never picked up on Arabic. I don't know what it was. I think just growing up, they spoke Chaldean to me and my brother, and you know, we did that father-son Chaldean show.
Yeah, yeah. You and your brother had an old channel, right?
Yeah.
It's still up?
It's still
It's
up.
called Father Son Chaldean.
Chaldean,
Not
yeah.
Chaldean.
Chaldean. But yeah, like I always ask my parents because I'm like, a lot of people ask me like my roots, like where I came from and all that, and my mom's just like, oh, just you're Catholic Christian.
Yeah.
That's just or Christian Catholics.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know, like I'm very like bad with our background, which
Yeah.
is not good. Like
Yeah.
but
You grew up here, so you've never probably, I'm assuming, visited.
I went to Jordan once.
Oh, really?
When I was like 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still
I
remember.
I try to go in the summers and
You
go
went to
visit.
Jordan?
Yeah, because it's right next to Palestine too.
Oh, that's
I love
awesome.
Jordan.
Do they still
Yeah.
have Luna Park?
I don't know.
It's an amusement park.
Oh, really?
That's one thing I remember
That's
from
so
Jordan.
funny.
And I remember I did my birthday there at KFC.
Really?
Yeah, I have like old home videos of, you know, the mascot holding me.
Wow, legendary.
Yeah,
Yes, we gotta get you a Middle East tour going.
Oh, bro.
I'll go
went
with
to
you. I know you went to
Dubai.
do. I know you did,
Dude,
But,
oh
but
my gosh.
we gotta take you back there.
I would love to go on a Middle East tour.
Let's go. Lock
Bro.
me in when you go, because I love
Actually.
it, and I'll take you around. I got the Arabic. My Arabic's a little broken, but I got us.
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Bro.
So we'll have a good time.
That would be so sick. I've been wanting to go back to the Middle East, like Dubai, Qatar,
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
All
Like,
right, we're gonna lock something in. We're gonna do
please,
it.
yo, if you guys want to see me in the Middle East, I'm actually down. I really.
I know
wanna
there's a
go.
lot of people that would be down.
Yeah.
So okay, so your family moved here. My parents also. My
Yeah.
mom actually, and my mom was born in Palestine. She grew up here though. My dad came after they got married. And I've spoken about it on a few podcasts. I don't want to be repetitive about my family's background, but definitely not super well off. My dad has kind of grinded to make it here.
Yeah.
What about your parents?
So my parents came here with nothing, and my dad got a job at the liquor store,
Okay.
and then he also got my mom a job at the liquor store, and he ended up straight up grinding, him and my mom, and he got to a point where he was able to open his own liquor store.
Nice.
Took, you know, years on years of hard work. They really did what they could to give us the best childhood, and I always say this, like, I feel like I had a really good childhood growing up
Yeah.
with my brother. But yeah, it's really crazy to think that my parents came here speaking, like, I would say like no English, maybe a little bit of English, and giving me and my brother a good childhood, and then also now becoming like YouTubers, and
Yeah.
like my dad is able to like make videos. His English is like pretty good. Same with my mom.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to think that, you know, they came with nothing to their name, grinded and put in a lot of work, and now, you know, they put in a lot of work to give me the resources to do what I do, like, you know, buying me an Xbox 360, buying me a laptop to record on my
Yeah.
capture card, and then, you know, just at least believing in me to make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And then now I was able to use that success to help my parents. So it's kind of like a nice little, like, they helped me, give me a good childhood. And then, of course, my goal when I was a kid is, like, you know, hopefully get big one day and you know,
Take care of them.
take care of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main goal, and I was able to do it.
I mean, it can tell, you know, thank God, you could tell that you and your family have a great relationship.
Yeah.
Especially you and your parents, like, could tell they love you to death.
Yeah.
And you've always been such a good kid, like, on and off camera, I know this, right?
Yeah.
But I can, you know, I'm not surprised at all. I'm sure you've been helping since you started making money.
Oh.
But I've seen your dad. I feel like your dad has that in him, the Middle Eastern, whatever in him, where he still has a shop, right? Or does he
Bro.
not anymore?
So I retired him.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like, I already knew it was going to happen, but I pretty much paid off his store.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, you don't have to work. And then, you know, he didn't go to work for like a week. And then he was like, I'm just going to go back. Like, I'm just going to go monitor it.
He gets
and
bored
then,
at home.
yeah. And like, that's understandable. And I feel like that's where I got my work ethic from.
Yeah.
Because now he still goes like 4 times a week.
That's
and he
hilarious.
actually still works. Like,
Yeah.
he literally goes and he handles the register. It's cool though, because he meets a lot of fans there, and he like gives them like some of my stuff. Like, oh, here's some 1UP.
Yeah.
Here's old merch from FaZe Rug. Like,
That's
so
dope.
it's cool. Like, he also like like meets fans while he does it.
He
too.
probably just has a good time doing it for sure. I've seen him renovating it, I think, on TikTok, right?
Yeah,
Am I tripping?
He's
or-
done. Yeah, he's done renovations to the store,
Your
to
dad's
our
a goat.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. He's a hard worker, obviously. And it's amazing. Like you said, my dad, same thing. Just the generation of parents that came, it is unfathomable to me that they can just work literally with $50, $100, no English.
Bro.
And like they're here in like, very nice communities and taking care of their families. It is insane. I don't think I could have ever done it. No matter what I've done on YouTube or whatever, there's no way I could have done
back then
what my dad did. Yeah. And I'm sure
Never.
you feel the same.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
no, there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're blessed.
Yeah, we are for sure. So you started. So I think we're in sames, right? Like I started making money at like 14. You're probably around the same.
Yeah, like 15, 16. I started seeing like decent money from YouTube. Like
Yeah.
I think like I knew I could take it serious when I got a check for $2,000.
Yeah, crazy.
I was like doing a lot then too. I was like streaming on like MLG. Remember
Yeah,
MLG?
yeah.
I was streaming on that. I was posting Call of Duty cut comms, and I finally got like a good check for like 2,000, and that's when I was like, wait, maybe I could take it more serious if I keep grinding.
Yeah, it's insane. My first check was like 300, and I remember like it just changes everything when you get something, right?
Did your parents think it was fake?
They didn't think it was fake, but like I think they're just probably like, okay, sure, like they probably just like, what's this guy talking about? But when any money comes, then it's just like, okay, wait, what actually is it? Now you have to kind of take it seriously.
Of course.
So I mean, again, like, me at the time, I'm not saying my parents were fine. I'm the youngest too. Maybe my older brothers lived through a little bit of a rougher patch with money. But by the time I was older, like my family was good. It was like kind of paycheck to paycheck though. So it definitely made a difference when I started making good money.
Yeah.
Was it the same with you? Were your parents kind of more established at that? Or did they have savings and stuff? Or
Yeah, I would say we grew up like mid-class. We had like a nice home. It wasn't like rich, but it wasn't like, less fortunate. So we definitely, I think my dad did a good job with saving money for sure. Like it wasn't paycheck to paycheck, but it definitely wasn't at this status.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people did think that we grew up rich, but I think there's a difference between rich and mid-class.
Yeah. That's the thing. People are gonna assume that always. That's why I'm actually, and I don't even know. That's why I'm curious.
Yeah.
So like, I'm sure your income made a big difference when you started making money.
Oh yeah. No, I think so. In 2017, I was able to move us out of our old house and put us into like a nice community, because at that time is when our house turned into a museum.
Yeah, your house. I was just telling you that house is legendary, but man, I
Dude.
can't believe you because it was just on a random street, right? Not private, nothing.
No,
so you
yeah.
had kids every hour,
Every single
probably.
day.
Yeah.
I remember the peak time for people coming to our house was around 3 p.m. because school would be over, and that was people's days after school. It's like, hey, like let's go visit FaZe Rug. And bro, back then we used to open the door, take pictures with everyone, and then that kind of like just made everything a little worse as far as people coming to my house, because then the word spreads like, oh, Rug actually comes out and Rug actually takes pictures. But it was so new to me that I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Until it got serious with like swatting and danger. Because like I said, all I prioritize is our safety. So as soon as I realized like our lives were kind of being put in danger, I was like, nah, we need to move. So I found a gated community, and I was pretty good with saving money too. And I think I learned that from my dad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we bought our house, which is another iconic house, I think, because we made so many videos there.
100%.
Yeah, in 2017.
Okay, so that's when you really started making good money around that time.
I'd say 2016, and then saved that whole year to be able to purchase that house.
So that's one thing I do know about you. Also, we've spoke about it. I've spoke about it too. So a regret I have is not doing more of. I saved a lot, but I ended up making bad investments really late after I stopped making videos. So it's like, which is bad for me. Like I used my savings in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I know you've made a couple really good investments.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything that you're comfortable sharing of like what you've done? Because a lot of YouTubers don't. And like one thing I hope to get from this is that people learn from our mistakes or our successes. In your case,
I did have some mistakes with money.
so
definitely.
share some mistakes and some good investments that you made.
Yeah, so I love investing into real estate. Like that's my number one thing, my bread and butter, and something that my dad taught me. Because as soon as I started making money, my dad was like, put it into an apartment complex, and I listen to anything my dad tells me as far as like financially. So, I bought my first like 4 unit.
Wow.
And I paid it all off in cash. So I was just you know, I was gaining like extra revenue from like a whole different stream. I'm like, wait, this is coming from like not YouTube and not brand deals. It's coming from like this whole other thing.
Owning an apartment complex.
Owning an apartment complex. So I ended up getting like addicted to that. Like it's amazing. It's like one of those things where now if you put like a nice Rolls Royce in front of me or this nice 8-unit apartment complex, bro, I'm going for the complex.
Of course, yeah.
I would be so like, I would hate myself if I did the Rolls Royce. And I'm so much happier with the investment because it's, you know, it's you're passing it down to your future, like your generation. So, yeah, I would say my dumb purchases though were cars and clothes. You know the Clout House era.
Yeah, I know.
Where flexing was a thing.
You did flex a lot.
Flexing was a thing. Everyone knew me as Gucci.
Yeah.
FaZe Rug Gucci.
You have had a lot of cars. Let's hear the kind of cars you bought. Let's hear. What can you name?
We really have to go down? Okay. So I'm dude.
Just start naming off any car you guys can think of, probably.
Okay. So started off with a Mazda 6. All right. That was my first ever car. I loved it. And then I didn't crash it, but I scratched it in a drive-through. Like it was a weird drive-through, bro. Like it had like that yellow pole.
Yeah.
And like I kind of turned wrong
you didn't see
and it just scraped it. And then my next car was a Mercedes CLA 250. That one I remember like.
I remember that car.
Yeah, it was like a smaller one. But then we got into the Range Rover. The Range Rover was iconic, bro. That was like, I think to this day, my favorite car.
Yeah.
To this day, we used to call it the Rug Rover. And then I got it wrapped a few times. Yeah, it had 2 refrigerators, bro. Like it was like honestly one of the coolest cars I've ever owned. And then that's when I got my Lambo. It was my combo was Range Rover, Lamborghini Huracan. And I got the Lambo in 2019. I remember posting it on Instagram. I was like, I think I captioned it like I got a Lamborghini by the age of 20 or something like that. Cause that was a crazy moment for me.
That is crazy.
My dream car was a Lamborghini as a kid. So after that, I got a Urus. And keep in mind, as I'm
Urus
getting
is
these,
a Lamborghini truck.
Yeah, Lamborghini truck. Keep in mind, as I'm getting these, like I'm also like either getting rid of a car previously. Like the most cars I've had at once is 2.
Okay.
Whether I pass it down to my mom, because I have given my mom my Range Rover. I've given her like a G-Wagon. Okay, so just all in all, I bought 3 Lambos and I've bought 3 G-Wagons.
Okay. I love you.
Bro.
Do you see that? He's like, either I'll sell it for a couple $100,000 or I'll just give it to my mom.
Yeah, so I've
so
given
back
my
to
mom,
me saying you're such a good son because I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I gave my mom a Range Rover and then I got a G-Wagon.
And your dad, I've seen you give your dad multiple cars.
Yeah, I got him a Tesla. I got him a new truck recently for Father's Day. And then the Lamborghini that I got was intentionally for him. Like, because that was my 3rd Lambo.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate talking like this, bro.
Don't worry. I don't think it's coming off the way that you think
guys,
it is.
I promise you. Like, I'm talking like, guys, I got 3 Lambos. I promise you it's not like that. It's not like I walked into a dealership and said, yo, give me 3 Lambos.
No, but you're also saying it's a regret you have.
It is.
Because at the end of the day, you were 19, 20 years old making a lot of money.
Yeah.
And again, it's fine. You know, you didn't hurt anyone. You've either gave it to family or you sold it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I'm sure, again, your regret is because it loses value, right?
It does.
Unlike your apartment complexes.
Exactly.
So we'll go to the bright stuff that you want to talk about.
Let's go to the bright side.
So the apartment complexes, what are you comfortable sharing about? How many have you bought? How about money, like total money you've put in?
Yeah.
How are the investments? Because like, that's amazing. You said you're addicted to it. Amazing addiction to have. Because like, I know that feeling you're talking about. Unfortunately, the only real investments I've made have been in like the stock market. And I love my dad to death, but my dad's like, put money in this stock. I'm like, sure, Dad.
Yeah.
And then like 6 months later, it's like I lost 95% of my money. Yeah.
Did you put in GameStop?
No, I didn't do any of those meme stocks.
Okay. Well, I never ever got into stocks.
That's fine. You're better off doing real estate 100%.
Yeah. I don't know why. Because everyone, bro, like, you know the scene, like, like people that like make a lot of money, they're like, bro, like put it into this, like put 500,000 into this. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not going to put it into something that like I just don't know anything about. I really like never grew up or like learned about the stock market.
Yeah, I don't need our FaZe went public, right?
Yeah.
You think any of us know anything about it? I have no idea how we went public.
Dog.
I don't know. I don't understand 1 second of it.
Dog.
So I'm happy. I wish I never put $1 in the stock market.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but the best thing you can do is real estate. It's one of the best things. It's like you basically, the way that I think about it is you're basically putting your money and putting some dirt over it and building a house on top of it. So thank God that you've done that. Forget about the cars and whatever money you lost there.
Yeah.
So what are you comfortable sharing with numbers with that? Like how many have you purchased? How much money have you put in maybe total?
Right now, I'm up to 33 units. So
33 units, meaning like that 1 4 unit is one?
no, 4.
Oh, okay.
So 33 units.
33
I would say around
apartments.
like 8 complexes, because some of them are 4 unit.
Okay.
One is like 8 unit, one is 12 unit.
Okay.
So
Cool.
all in all, like total, I have 33 units right now, which is like a blessing.
Yeah,
My
amazing.
goal is 100. Like I'm trying to just like get to 100 units. I don't know. I set it to before 30, like before I turn 30. But you know, the market sometimes gets crazy. So like I haven't bought one in a long time because, you know, cap rates and
Everything flew up after COVID.
oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yeah. So my real estate guy is just like waiting for like the right
Yeah.
one.
And you said they're all paid off?
All paid off.
That's amazing.
And
So if you stopped YouTube today, you know, thank God you have that revenue coming in. So
Yeah.
you have tenants in 33 different.
Yeah, no vacancies right now.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's always cool.
How is that though? How is that? I've always wondered if it's like a stressful thing to have tenants like worrying about people ruining the apartment or not paying, or because my parents tried to rent out their house recently, like last year.
Did you guys get bad tenants?
Dude, the first time they've ever tried to rent, the guy didn't pay, and we were like blessed he left the house, because you know how it is, the squatters and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The laws in California are insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. So like thankfully you've not had any problems with that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hired like a property manager who like deals with all that. Of course, he'll loop me in on stuff like, hey, like this person trashed the apartment. It's gonna cost like $20,000.
Oh god, yeah.
Because that's happened before, you know.
Yeah.
Because you know, like sometimes they just don't pay their rent, and you know, once I shared online that, you know, I own apartments, and there was this like whole side of Twitter that like hates landlords, and like there's of course some landlords out there, but I'm just like, dude, I'm not the one doing anything. Like I'm just
it doesn't even make sense. Like
it doesn't, like it's
because they're probably like, oh, you should be giving free rent and stuff like that.
That's what it was. It was like, dude, like how could you be taking money from people? But at the end of the day, it's like, it's just my investments. You know what I mean? Like I've done my fair share of giving back, and I still do currently.
Bro, I'm sure if any of his tenants, first off, hopefully they don't even know that they're renting from you. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, I'm sure I would never, it wouldn't shock me at all if he just decided to let someone live there for free for a year.
I've done that before.
I'm sure you have, but you're not going to talk about it.
I don't, because it's like something that I just want to do.
Yeah. So I know you, one thing about you is you get very affected by comments. You really do. Okay, maybe not anymore. Maybe not anymore.
Of course, there's gonna be time. I'm human.
No, of course.
So of course, there's times even like today, I'll see a comment where I'm like, damn.
It's annoying though, because again, like I know you, and I know like you shouldn't, like this is like so dumb compared to like everything that you're doing and all the success and all the good you're doing.
Yeah.
Don't let these stupid comments come at you. But
Yeah.
I know you're probably better at it, I'm sure now. But I think it all goes back to you just being a good person, having a pure heart, and like I think it really bothers you because
that's the thing, because I'm the type of person that wants to please everyone.
Yeah.
I've learned, not recently, like I'll say in the last like 5 years, I learned that like you cannot please anyone. Of course, like just me being who I am, like I've never like changed as a person. Like of course I've matured and like I've learned a lot throughout this all, but just like the genuineness side of me has never changed. Like I've never been like, oh, this person said this, all right, like get out of my life. Like I always try to make things work with people, or like try to like help in any way possible. And you know, sometimes I get taken advantage of, you know.
100%.
And it's bro.
You put out so much good that I'm sure that happens here and there. At the end of the day, you know, I'm not saying they should take advantage because they need it, but like
I always wish anyone like nothing but the best. Like even some people that have done like pretty like bad things to me, or like at least like have like, you know, not treated me well, like all I can do is say, hey, I hope everything like works out for you.
Yeah.
And I wish you nothing but the best. Like that's all you can do.
Yeah.
You could let them move on, and then you move on, and that's life, bro.
Yeah. No, for sure. 100%. And I'm sure we have so many experiences that we learn from doing this on camera and off camera. And I got a lot to learn from you too. So if I have some more money to invest, I've lost it all now in the stock market.
Hey,
but when it comes back, I'm going to talk to you about your real estate.
Please tell me, because any person I talk to, like YouTuber or like anyone that just makes good money, I always tell them just property, bro. Like I'm like, you could do what you want with it, but my opinion
is property.
Yeah, my suggestion is property.
That's the thing too, because we see so many people. Like again, like I see so many younger YouTubers that are just spending so much money on stupid
That was
stuff.
me back then.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
You did, but again, like, you know, it wasn't as bad as it looked. Some people I
Yeah.
think are like extremely reckless.
Yeah.
And again, you did good investments too, but it's like it kind of hurts from afar. Like, dude, I know you're making like $200,000-$300,000 a month right now, probably. Like, but please, man,
Please.
understand the value of money. It's crazy.
I hope you're setting 70% of that into a savings, and then
or just at least like appreciating the money. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like, again, like I never made, you know, I was never like one of the high or crazy earning YouTubers. I made a good amount in my YouTube career or whatever, but
yeah,
like
you're the GOAT, bro.
no,
Not gonna
you're
lie,
the
like
goat.
you're actually, bro. Like this, I appreciate you, bro. For
Thank
real.
you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Ray. I love you. But both of us came from families that kind of frugal background. So like I
Yeah.
never spend. I still don't even buy stuff,
Yeah.
brother. I don't even can't tell you that when I bought these jeans or these shoes. I haven't
Yeah.
bought anything new in forever.
Bro, look at my outfit.
Yeah,
bro.
I wear
mean,
all.
this is
I usually wear
FaZe-
all phase.
like FaZe merch, the Juice WRLD collab, FaZe shorts.
That's usually me too. So like, you know, I'm the same, but it just hurts me when I see people not. And I'm just like, dude, that money's gonna stop one day.
Yeah.
Because when you're making a lot of money, thankfully you've never stopped YouTube. But I'll tell you, when I stopped, like, I just didn't think of it. I'm like, okay, I had a good amount saved up. You just
Yeah.
feel like you're good. But dude, money flies
It
quick.
does.
And if you don't have money coming in, you know, you can.
Expenses.
Yeah. You get older, you get bills, and it's crazy.
Just
so
like life in general, especially in California, is
Yeah.
expensive, bro.
it's insane. It really is.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna ask absolutely direct, but we're just gonna play the over under game. If that's fine with you.
Okay.
I'll ask
Wait,
you two
over
things.
under what?
I'll ask you two. I'll ask you. I'm not gonna ask how much you make every month.
Can I just say something before?
Yeah.
Like, I'm never the one to talk about like specific finances, like how much I've made, because I always feel like that comes off as like arrogant, or like it comes off the wrong way to some people.
For sure.
Of course, some people like the transparency, where, because I've seen creators actually reveal how much
Yeah,
they
yeah,
make, and I'm like,
yeah.
wow, like that's cool that they do that, but it's just not me.
It's not you. So and it's not like as hypocritical as it sounds. It's not me either. So
Yeah.
I told you whatever you're comfortable with. Let me know. If you don't want to, it's fine. But that's part of what I'm trying to put out here on this channel is talk to creators in a way maybe that they are open to sharing.
Okay.
Some people are. Some people aren't.
We'll see. Ask the question, and I'll see if I want to answer.
Okay.
it.
I'm not gonna ask how much you make every month. I'm not gonna ask that. But can I ask about a brand deal? Can I
Sure.
give you an over under on your biggest brand deal? If anyone doesn't know what a brand deal is, right? You've done a fair share of them.
Yeah.
I've done. I used to do a lot. I wish I had more brand deals these days. But it's when you have a sponsor, you know, pay you for X, Y, or Z. You promote their product. You go to something. You've done a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you're very particular about which brands you work with,
Mhm.
right? Because you have a very specific. I'm sure you know. You're not gonna. I'm sure you've been offered crazy stuff that you said no to.
Yeah. Like
Probably
a lot
like
of
gambling
crypto
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Crypto, I've denied like crazy bags.
You're not comfortable sharing what you've
What
denied.
they've offered or what I've done.
What you've denied. What you've denied.
Yeah. Yeah, I've denied like 7-figure deals.
Yeah. For crypto.
For crypto.
For like meme coins and stuff.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
hell no. Like I would never
Yeah.
do like
Crazy.
because those are all like
7-figure.
pump and dumps.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
I
what they're
know.
called? The thing is, like, listen, I got screwed over with this whole like save the kids thing.
We
I don't
all
even
did.
think I should talk about it, but like
But
some-
hey, we all did too. Don't. No.
No, but there's a term
No, but you.
that has rug in it.
Oh, rugging. Oh.
The rug pull.
Oh, okay.
People thought I had to do with the coin because they're like, "Oh, you rug pulled," and I'm
Oh,
like,
that's
"Wait,
bad. That's
FaZe
bad.
rug pull. I
Yeah.
have nothing
Well,
to
none
do
of
with
us
that."
had anything to do with Save the Kids except a few people that were part of it that are no longer in phase.
Bro.
I still love them as human beings, but they messed up. But
Sorry, I
get
didn't
it.
mean to bring it up, but someone came
no.
up to me in public, like,
No, bro, it was a very rough thing for all of us. But I
Yeah.
get called a scammer too. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
yeah, they thought I did it, and like this girl came up to me with her phone, like she's like shaking. She's like, "Were you the one that scammed all those kids?" I'm like,
Oh no.
"No, it
man.
wasn't. It wasn't
Oh,
me."
man.
And then she's
That's
like,
rough.
"All right," and then she walked away. I'm like, "Bro," because sometimes people think I'm FaZe.
Yeah, no, I know.
You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some people don't know FaZe Clan, but
They
they
just
know
know
me, so they're like,
FaZe,
"Oh,
yeah.
that's FaZe."
Yeah, and like that's one of the. There's pros and cons of being in phase. Sometimes, like when everything was beautiful and perfect, whenever anything good would happen with phase, it's good for you,
Of
right?
course.
And it's like dope. I love to be a part of phase. When Bronny's here and you're on Sports Illustrated with him, or like LeBron says something about phase. But the second that things go south, you also get grouped in with that. So Save the Kids, we all became scammers.
Yeah.
Or with Tifu's contract, we all whenever crazy things happen, and I know with you. That's happened a lot because, again, people call you FaZe, just like Banks. You guys both kind of hit the mainstream.
Yeah.
So you guys are just known as FaZe to some people because they don't know.
Yeah.
So you definitely get the brunt of it for sure. And I'm sure that's been stressful.
Sorry, I swayed away from the question.
So, okay. So you turned down crypto. I respect it. I know, even if the money is very appealing,
Hell no.
very dangerous. But all right.
I don't want anyone getting scammed.
No, for sure. So I'm gonna ask, just over or under. I'm not gonna go with the See, I can go really high, but I wanna hear over. So I'm gonna throw out.
Wait, for what? Okay, can I?
You can set the
Let
ground
me break
rules.
it down real
Yeah.
quick. One brand deal in one YouTube video, or like a year-long brand deal? Because there's deals that you can get that
Yeah. Okay, I see
you could work with them for a year. Or you could just do one singular brand deal that like, hey,
All right,
can
how
you
about just
split
one
this?
singular brand deal?
Okay.
One video, one post, like one video and post or whatever.
The most that I've gotten.
Yeah. Well, if you want to share the number, go ahead. Or if you want me to do the over under thing, I say, come on, share the number if you're down.
Apex. No, the over under.
No, over
wait,
under.
Wait, say higher or lower.
Higher or lower, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, one brand deal, one singular brand deal. 300,000.
Okay. That's crazy. Higher.
Higher.
Yeah. So just one number. That's it. You can't ask.
And I'm not gonna ask anymore. My reason of saying this also, promise, it's not. Yeah, it's not even me. I wish. Hey, if you want to give me that, I'll take it. By the way.
Yeah.
I would love it, but it's not my money. I'm not trying to put you on the spot either. Genuinely, because I have a lot of friends and stuff that are not in this world that I grew up with.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to me how much people don't actually understand about the opportunity that you have on the internet.
Yeah.
Of course, you're a very unique situation. So, and not every YouTuber makes as much as the other and this and that. But I just think everything we talked about leading up to this point, your family, how you grew up, I think that's an amazing thing to hear.
Yeah.
Some people may react to that differently, but I think that's amazing. And I know,
Thank you.
again, you've done a lot of good with that money, and you deserve it. You've literally worked endlessly for what, 12 years?
12 years now.
So-
I've only taken a 1 week break in 12 years.
And that's the cost of literally sacrificing your life. And again, don't get me wrong, guys. Don't start frying me, but there's people that work 15 hours a day. I get it. My dad was one of them.
Yeah.
My dad did it every single day for 6 days a week. I get it. Me and him both understand. Definitely not, I just always like to reiterate that too, because I don't want to come off like, the people always, Lacey just went viral. He was joking in
Dude,
his
I
video.
know. I saw it.
But
He
there's like that.
the clip farm of the year.
Yeah. But people believe that's real. But people are always like, oh, it's harder to do YouTube than a 9 to 5. People joke when they say that and it goes viral. People take it serious. We're not even comparing the two worlds at all. But my point, what I like to talk about, I think to open at least an eye that it's a lot bigger of an operation. It's not as simple as people think. Because people really do think like, okay, you just go viral one night and you're a billionaire. Like, no, it's not at all. And I want to talk a little bit about your process currently. Okay, but the last, just really fast, one more finance question. So you have brand deals, you have YouTube revenue. Do you sell merch right now or no?
No.
Tell me all your revenue streams if you're down.
So I got my properties. I got YouTube, brand deals, Chug Rug. I think that's it.
Okay. And
Do I have
one
any-
up.
Oh yeah.
Your candy. Yeah.
Sorry, it's new.
Yeah, your candy. You also
Yeah.
own your owner of FaZe.
Yeah, owner of FaZe. I just don't know. Is that like a revenue stream?
Oh no, yeah, I guess
It's
not.
like
And
it's
right
not.
now it's not.
I
really,
don't know.
Right now it's not really worth much, buddy.
Yeah.
So unfortunately.
Yeah, one up freeze dried candy. That one's good.
Yeah, you're in 1,400 Walmart stores. You said.
So no, we started off at around 4,000 Walmarts.
Oh, wow,
And then now
amazing.
we're expanding to an extra 1,400 because of how well it did.
Amazing. So you have that. And 5,000 stores have your candy.
Yeah.
I know your G Fuel drink has been in 7-Elevens and a bunch of
Yeah.
things. And then, like you said, real estate. You've done merch in the past though. You just haven't done it in a while, huh?
Honestly, like merch for me,
Never.
it just never really like clicked.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You've done events and stuff though too.
Yeah.
But those are free though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So again, like it goes back to it. You're just dedicated to the YouTube grind, which is
YouTube
amazing.
is my
Social
bread
media in
and butter.
general. You are on TikTok too. You're all over, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, but so let's talk a little bit about that because I know you have a team now.
Yeah.
We all started off as like a one-man show,
Yeah.
filming, editing, thumbnails, basically,
All
right?
that.
Now, I was just inside your house. You have 2 full-time workers here.
Yeah.
Can you break down your team? First
Yeah.
off, like what is the team you have to help you with your videos? Because you're doing 3 videos a week.
Yeah, 3 a week. So I keep my team pretty small. And the reason for that is because I still want it to feel authentic. Because I feel like if I have, 50 workers trying to make a video, it's like I have no involvement in the process. And I genuinely am still very involved in my content, whether it's ideation, the way the video comes out. Like I never want to like get away from that. I don't want to let other people like control that because the only person that knows it the very best is me. But So I have 3 workers who come to my house to help, set up the videos. They help with the creative. They help give ideas. They have crushed it.
Amazing.
Man, they are like seriously some of the hardest workers I've ever met in my life. So mad props to my team. I got editors, thumbnail guys now. I got another person that I just recently hired who works from home, just more for like team management, like just to like make sure we're on the right track and, help, call places, book stuff for us, because we are doing a lot here on site that like we definitely needed someone to like help manage that.
That's, by the way, one of the things my dad mentioned. He's like, this guy's always doing something amazing.
Yeah.
He can tell how much time goes into your videos.
Yeah.
My dad notices that, like it's definitely a testament to what you're doing. Cause you are every day, you're doing a video, like different ideas. You're all over the place too. Like a lot of people are dialed in on like me. Like the videos I'm gonna do are very following a pattern. You're like one day here, one day there. So like I'm sure it's a lot of work.
I will say like that's one thing I'm really proud of, myself and my team for doing. Like one thing I really built is, I didn't just do one niche.
Yeah.
Like I didn't just strictly become like a food YouTuber. I didn't strictly become a ghost hunter. Like I didn't strictly become a vlogger. I've built something that, I'm able to do any type of content, even experimenting with content. And I have such a freaking loyal fan base that they will watch it because they want to just see what I'm doing, and I really am extremely grateful for that. And I love that so much because it's like, we're not stuck with like what we can do. Cause I always tell people this: one day we could be at the Haunted Tunnel, but one day we're traveling to Vegas to play basketball with Jared McCain.
Yeah.
Another day, like we're out eating fast food and doing like these fun food challenges, giving back. Like there's so many different types of content, which definitely does help us like keep the 3 times a week going. But I won't lie, like we definitely still get stuck at times because, bro, 3 times a week is definitely heavy.
It's a lot, especially if you're ideating 3 different videos every week.
Yeah. So I also do have an idea guy, but he's remote as well. So mainly 3 people on site and 2 people remote, aside from my editors and thumbnail guys. They're also remote, but you're not just a YouTuber anymore. I mean, you're obviously like a real estate investor now, all the things we talked about. But in this, you're running a full-on business now, like a content production team. Yeah. So I didn't think it would get this
far. How
far.
was that experience? So with like having people under you, I'm sure it's stressful at times. I'm sure you're learning a lot about yourself too.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a little bit stressful just to like ensure that everyone's always like happy, making sure that they're always good, making sure like you're checking in on them all the time. And I'm new to being a boss. Yeah. Pretty much. I got to 20 million subs with just me, my cameraman, and my editors. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And now you have a bigger team. Because I know you invest a lot of money back into your videos. I don't know if you're open to talking about that. Or how much you pay for this team. Are you down to? Nope. If you don't want.
I don't want to talk about how much I pay for the team,
but you invest a lot of money into your videos.
Yeah.
That's one thing too. Like you're not afraid to spend money on your content, even if it's not necessarily always going to bring you back necessarily a profit, but you're doing it for content. I've seen you. I've seen you do crazy things. I'm like, dude, like you just spent $5,000 on this random video, and like
sometimes we come up with an idea and it's just too good to pass up. Even if you know in your head, you're like, damn, like I don't even think we're going to profit. It's just so worth it because it's like,
and it builds your brand for sure.
Exactly.
Right?
It's just going to make for a banger video. People are going to love it, and it's fine to lose every now and then. Like, yeah.
You focused on just making the best content. And what you said about you have a small team because you want to stay authentic. I think that's the one thing about you also. It's like your videos do still feel the exact same. Whenever I've watched them, still the same characters.
Yeah.
Even when you do go see people like Jared McCain, like an NBA player, your brother's with you, your dad's with you.
Yeah.
I think it's really dope because nothing against big YouTubers that do otherwise, but
of course, yeah.
A lot of people everyone around them is just like other famous people, so
yeah.
I think that part of it is why so many people love you and your family so much.
And I just want to stay like personal on my YouTube channel because I think that's how a lot of my viewers can relate to me. And I think the main reason too that I like keeping it personal is that I connect with people that, I see a lot of comments that say like, oh, like this video made my day. Like I've been having a rough week, but your content keeps me going. Like, there's been times where like I get people saying that like I've saved their life from my content. And sorry, that gives me the chills.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it makes me emotional thinking of that, because I'm like, damn, like just from making videos, I could connect with people on that level.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels surreal to me that I'm able to make that impact. And that's why I feel like I've definitely been the same way since I started, because I would never switch up, and I would never ever act a certain way to like make people feel like, wait, this doesn't feel like Rug. Like I've just been myself the whole time. And I don't know. It's just, sorry. I just wanted to get like that, like get that out there, because it's really touching to me, bro.
You have been yourself, and you've been a very open like book. I use that phrase before, but like, cause you have been, you've shown everything online. And again, I think that's one of the reasons I think people love you so much, because they can tell you are a genuinely good person, but you're very authentic too. So for you to say it's one of your goals, I mean, clearly it's worked.
Yeah.
So many people care about your family, dude. Even your hamster, people cared about right?
Hammy. Rest in peace, Hammy.
So,
dude,
we've spoke a little bit about like you being famous and like not really having privacy, but like, and I'm gonna call you famous. I don't use that word for lightly, but you are one of the YouTubers that is definitely, I would say, transcended just YouTube popularity to fame, right?
Thank you, man.
Is something that you wanted before when you were younger? Like Little Rug before YouTube, like who were you? What did you do?
So I was a very shy kid in school. I had a very small circle. I would say I was definitely like more on like the nerdier side. Didn't talk to girls, didn't go to prom. Missed out on a lot because I was very antisocial, and I just kept my small circle of friends that we were nerdy, but we were like gamers, you know?
Yeah.
So I had like my little group. I did want to be an architect when I was in high school.
Okay.
Like that was one thing. I don't know why. I was just designing houses, like building houses. I feel
you
like
always had the real estate bone in you.
Exactly. Yeah. But dude, one thing a lot of people don't know is that I used to apply to a lot of jobs in high school, because as soon as, I think there's a certain age you have to be to start applying, like 15 and a half, or I don't know what it was, but I remember I was sitting in class one day at like, I think it was 11th grade, and I just went crazy on job applications.
Wow.
I submit to McDonald's, Subway, Popeyes, like all these like fast food places around me, because I just wanted to start making money. I was like, dude, like I really want to get going. Bro, not one response, not even for an interview. I didn't even get interview, bro. But at the time, my brother was working at Albertsons. He was working at Subway. Wow. So I was pretty much just following in his footsteps. I wanted to just start that life, like I want to start working early. Like, again, I just had that like motivation in me since I was young to like go out there and get it. So yeah, like I just never got that job. So I never really have had a real job prior to YouTube, but I tried. Yeah. Like I wanted to.
That's very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, back then I was extremely shy. I think YouTube broke me out of my shell big time. Like it's just after talking to the camera nonstop daily for years on years, meeting people in public, you were kind of forced to break out of your shell.
It's crazy. So you weren't necessarily growing up at all thinking that you wanted fame or you wanted to be a public figure?
No, I mean, I definitely did like want to be an actor.
Really?
Yeah, that was one main thing too, because I was obsessed with Hannah Montana. Bro, I don't know if you know my Hannah Montana phase.
I know you're Rico.
Bro, yeah, Rico. People actually thought I was Rico from Hannah Montana, but that's because I actually like used to claim that I was Rico from Hannah Montana when I was a kid. But yeah, man, I think that was one thing too. It sounds weird. It might actually sound weird that like I used to watch Disney Channel all the time.
Same.
But I wanted to like be a part of Disney Channel so bad. Like I wanted to be Rico from Hannah Montana. Like crazy, especially because he kissed Hannah Montana in an episode. I was obsessed with her, bro. I went to her concert. No, I know. Did you know that?
I didn't know you went to her concert, but I feel like there's a picture of you with posters up or something. Am I tripping?
Yeah. I was eating cereal.
With Hannah Montana posters?
Yeah, Hannah Montana posters. Like people said I looked like a serial killer. But I was eating cereal too.
Or we're gonna have to lay that over in the video, right?
Yeah. I don't mind. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I don't care, bro. Like, I still want to meet her one day. That's hilarious. Bro, this one story in middle school, because it was in middle school when I went to her concert.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I like bought merch from the merch stand in the concert.
That's
bro,
so funny.
I wore the shirt to school.
Oh no,
bro. My mom dropped me off. Okay, I'm wearing the shirt. I come back, that shirt's flipped inside out.
Oh no!
From how bad I
no.
got absolutely bullied that day, bro. Like
Oh, no.
it was brutal. But
Man.
I was just like, bro, I don't care. Like I just love watching Disney Channel, and I did want to be, at least, you know, aside from an architect, I definitely did want to have a name. I just didn't think it was gonna be through like a YouTube route. And to be honest, like thinking of it now, I'm way more happy that it was the YouTube route, aside from being an actor on Disney Channel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It gives you a lot more flexibility.
Yeah, that one just
I don't even know like I've done a commercial. I don't know if you've ever done a commercial.
Wait, you've done a commercial?
Yeah, I was in a Super Bowl commercial. It's literally no. Like, listen, I was in the Super Bowl commercial. It was on set for 10 hours.
How many seconds?
I think 1.5 seconds. It's insane, and I'm in the background like this.
Bro,
It's like the cringiest thing ever.
Wait, that's
and it
the
took me
funniest
12
thing.
hours, bro. And I'm like, I can't believe people do this all day.
Yeah, that's like too.
Like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't do it.
It's too production.
It's too much.
Like,
yeah.
that's way too much. But yeah, I will say that Disney Channel, watching Disney Channel played a big part in like my motivation to like be someone big.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
bro.
is really cool. And, you know, I think YouTube has given you way more opportunity. And you've done a lot of really cool things.
Yeah.
You've thrown out at the first pitch.
Oh, man.
You've met billionaire. I've seen you at like crazy billionaire houses.
Bro, it was crazy.
I've also seen the meetups you've done too. I've been crazy, man.
Yeah.
Remember was it Santa Ana?
Santa Ana, bro.
Oh my god.
9,000 people showed up.
Crazy.
Police helicopters like shutting down the streets.
It's crazy. So what's your favorite? I know it's hard to say that, and I can never answer these questions.
Favorite,
but do you have a favorite moment?
This is gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna say an answer, and then
tonight you're gonna think
I'm
about
gonna be
it.
like, bro, I forgot about this.
I mean, yeah, but
I will say you did bring up the first pitch. That one was definitely up there because we had Padres season tickets growing up, bro.
So
Trevor
crazy.
Hoffman, Adrian Gonzalez. I don't know if you're a big.
I was a huge baseball fan. I was
you're an Angels
fan.
Yeah, you got Mike Trout.
I would love to throw a first pitch because I played baseball. I was a pitcher.
You were a pitcher?
Yeah, I would love to throw a first pitch.
What's the most heat you've thrown?
So we did a video a few years ago, and I wanted to see
70.
I threw 70.
Hey, that's fast, bro. Good, good stuff, man.
We did a home run derby. First swing, something popped out of my arm.
No,
bro, I came in an Angels jersey. I was so excited, smiling this big.
No, that makes me sad.
I swear to God, I actually felt bad for myself because there's a picture of me leaving my house like this, all happy. First swing, because I'm so out of shape.
You didn't stretch?
No, bro. And something got pulled, and I was like, oh. And then I swung again. It hurt so bad.
You had to stop?
And I had to stop. And I had to do a home run derby with one hand. And I still hit a home run, and Blaziken didn't hit one.
With one hand?
With one hand. But, bro, it was honestly the most devastating thing ever. If there's one thing I want to do, I sort of got to think about this all the time.
A home run
I just
derby.
want to rent out a baseball field. And are you going to do a video? If you do a video, can you invite me?
The reason why I had that reaction,
please,
bro, I love baseball, but I don't have like people to play baseball with.
Please,
Wait, no,
please invite me.
actually,
Please invite me.
Please.
Please invite me. I want to do, but I swear to God, when I go to sleep, sometimes I'll envision myself playing baseball.
Bro, a private run.
If you do that, I'm not asking you to do it. Don't do it for me. But if you're gonna do a video, invite me, please.
I promise.
I want to play baseball. You don't understand how bad I want to. Just do batting practice,
bro.
Pitch, I just want to play baseball.
Do you believe me when I say that just today I thought of that? Because, bro, my TikTok For You page.
Oh, please.
Right now, there's like.
Oh my God.
You know, anyone can like post content about anything they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm on like umpire TikTok, where umpires like
the camera.
They have cameras and they call they call the strikes and all that. And I'm just like,
dude, I was a huge baseball nerd, by the way.
Dude, so I've been seeing those all on my TikTok, and I see like people just launching home runs, and I'm like, bro, I've been talking about it for so long. I want to get like, I've done private runs for basketball, but I'm like, bro, baseball, I can't find people to play because you need how many people? 9,
team's 9.
10?
You want to do a full game?
Well,
but you could just
what's a pickup baseball game?
I think what would be sick, and this is me being a little selfish, but I think a home run derby. I think like a pitching competition.
And then an all-star game.
Dude.
Or just like a game to end it off.
You could do a game. Yeah. By the way, we can get people. Hey, I'm down to plan this with you. I want to play baseball so bad.
Are you being serious?
I swear to God, you don't know how bad I want to play baseball.
I love baseball.
I just wish I could rent a field. I swear I was thinking about this 2 days ago, and I'm like, man.
Let's do it.
All right.
Can we put a date on it, like after this?
Yes.
And
let's go talk with your team inside.
Yeah, we'll have my team do it.
Let's go. I swear to God, I'm in. I'm in. And there's some people that will be in. From the FaZe guys in LA. If you do it in LA, I'm sure we can get a few people.
Yeah, I would love to do it in LA.
I'm in. Lock it in.
Let's go.
Wow, I'm excited.
Hell yeah,
I gotta
bro.
play baseball.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the first pitch is one of your favorite moments.
First
We got a little
pitch.
distracted and excited, but
Yeah.
but yeah, that's a really cool moment, bro.
Dude, there's too many more, bro. Like, I mean, the Santa Ana meetup was crazy.
That was honestly one of my favorite moments.
That was
for
my-
you. I wasn't there,
Bro.
but like as like a friend watching that, I'm like, that is like next level.
And that was my first ever like meetup.
Yeah.
So I was actually scared the night before that no one was going to show up. I thought like maybe like 20, 30 people would show up. And then I got a text from the owner of like the place that we did it at. And he's like, bro, there's like 20 people camping outside
Crazy.
the night before. And I was
Yeah.
like, no way. Like, I got so happy. It gave me so much like confidence that it wasn't going to be like a bust.
Yeah.
And bro, man, my expectations were blown out the water.
Yeah, that was an insane experience.
It was
I
so
wish I was
cool.
there, actually.
Bro, I got on the roof and I was like talking to everyone.
Dude, those videos are legendary.
Bro, it's so sick. I'm like, I felt like the president
I
for a
know.
second. I'm like, yo, what's up, guys?
It's so cool.
It was cool. Bro, hey, if I think of something else, I'll send you like a voice memo and you could just
those
put
are
it.
good. Those two things are really cool, and we'll put the videos of those on the screen while you're talking about it.
Yeah.
But there's also, and I know there's one recent experience, some like moments where I'm sure you didn't enjoy the spotlight or kind of hurtful moments that were public. One being Bosley. Rest in peace, Bosley, the
Yeah.
legendary dog.
Yeah.
But I got annoyed seeing some of the comments on TikTok. People
Yeah.
kind of memeing it.
I know.
So I'm sure like stuff like that I'm sure that was bothering you.
definitely something that bothered me.
Yeah.
Because we're not talking about Rug, you
Yeah,
fake your videos, Rug, your
Yeah.
content sucks. It's like talking about like my childhood dog that literally passed away.
And all these people know how big of a like character Bosley was. Clearly, like he was important. So that is annoying. That is annoying to see.
yeah.
Like there was like it's just one of those. The thing about TikTok specifically is when there's a trend and it just takes off. It's just like
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
You
So
know,
I saw that, and I mean, every time I saw it, I was like, oh man. I was like, I'm sure it's bothering you.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I don't let it bother me as much now, but just anyone who like brings up Bosley in like a negative way.
So really,
or-
that one is like a main thing.
I think so, bro.
Is there,
I mean, like,
are there other
yeah.
moments that have been rough as like being in the public eye, like personal things?
That honestly, I remember was like one of the bigger things because, you know, I've never had any like controversies.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
haven't. I saw a tweet recently.
I know.
I saw a tweet that's like, well, I gotta pop it on the screen too, but it was like Rug, no controversy, always grinding, just smiling, just you smiling. I'm like,
just
dude,
like-
you really are that guy.
Yeah,
You really
but that's
are.
why, like, I think when that whole Bosley thing happened, it was like an opportunity for people to be like, "Oh, this could be the
Man,
controversy."
they're looking for something. Yeah,
Yeah, it is what it is.
it is again pros and cons.
I just had a dream about Bosley last night. I swear to God, I told my mom about it.
really,
It's crazy, like, bro. I'm telling you, like, he actually like visits me all the time in my dreams.
really.
Yeah.
What was your dream yesterday?
It was just me like laying on him and just telling him that I love him. Like, it was one of those like. Stop. I know it's a sign from Bosley.
That's a meme.
Listen, I will say,
that's
like,
a meme, by the way. That's
I
one of the,
never said that.
I know that. I know.
will say, bro.
I know
that's-
that too.
I didn't say it's a sign from Bosley. It was
That-
one of those things
Back
that like
to what you said earlier in the podcast.
it's just it was just more like someone associate like my brother said it,
Your
and then
brother-
it's like
yeah.
it got tied to me. But we got over it.
Anyway,
Listen,
that's
like
funny. But come on, that's hilarious.
That was crazy.
The bird came. and
no,
it's
that was
like-
crazy.
Now people are gonna start believing him.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that's funny. That's
No,
actually funny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think definitely we
Not hammy. You were sad about the hamster. Obviously,
sad.
it's not like
I was
Bosley.
definitely sad for like a week.
Yeah. No, Bosley's like your
Dude,
brother.
Bosley was, like he was here before I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah. No, that's
So like
insane.
he legit was there in all my videos, like in the old house, bro. Like I would watch old vlogs that like have nothing to do with Bosley, but I would just put him in the video.
He's just in there.
He's
yeah.
just in it. Like
Yeah. That's crazy. Rest in peace. But how old was he?
He was 10.
Oh, really?
Pretty young.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Oh, wow. I thought he was older.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was young. I definitely wish he like pushed to
Yeah.
like 15 or something. You know, I feel
Yeah.
like that's like more of like, but pugs do have shorter lifespans, but I think like they at least, the lifespan is like 12 to like 14.
Okay.
But he just had a lot of health issues like in general growing up, which
Oh.
sucks.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Bosley.
Do you have any
little guy.
dogs?
No. I've had a
Don't-
bunch of cats.
Okay, cats.
One of my actually my childhood cat died
Oh no.
like 2 years ago. I had him since I had him like 18 years, bro.
No way.
I had two cats. One
From
like
age?
from when I was like 6, when I was like 7 or 8. Yeah, the first one, I don't know, man. Me and my family have like both my cats are outdoor cats, so they go out. Like, bro, I've been like at the neighborhood pool, and my cat has been there.
Yeah,
Like, I swear to God, I've ran into him in public. Yeah, like,
but don't you like? I don't get that because I'm just like, bro, is it not easy for them to like get hit by a car?
I don't know either. Somehow they made it. 18 years they both lived doing that. Damn. And then my cousin lives, really close to my family, like 5 minutes away, and he had so many cats that got eaten by coyotes and like all this stuff. So my cats were just savages.
They got lucky, bro.
So one of them just disappeared one day.
No.
And I think he literally was like, because we read that basically when cats die, they like leave, and they go die off and like.
No.
So that's extremely sad.
That's really sad.
That one, that was like our least problematic cat. I had two. He was like he never wanted to bother. He would just chill. My other cat that loved attention, he died very dramatically, as you'd expect, in our face. It's sad. He got like a tumor. I think it was like cancer, but he got like a tumor in his mouth, and it was like huge. So my mom had to go put him down, and pretty sad.
He was 18.
He was like 18 though, yeah. So they lived long.
I'm glad that you lived a good life.
Yeah, they lived long, but I had like that.
So sad.
They're like those mix of like outdoor, indoor cats. So like, yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry, but losing a pet is like genuinely one of the hardest things.
I think
ever.
Dogs too are just way different. I've never had a dog.
Dogs, I feel like
I feel like they're like family members.
I don't know.
For
me,
for
like,
a lot of people.
Yeah, like cats. Like a lot of my family members have cats, but I never see them like cuddling with them.
No, cats.
Like
I
feel like that. Of course, like there are cat lovers out there, but I just feel like the connection to a dog is so much stronger. Like they're just like a part of you.
100%. No, I've never had a dog, but it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a dog, you can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also skirt the turtle from the Newport
turtle,
house. Rain's
man.
turtle died. Blaziken. We know what you did when we were young. He gets so mad about that. We went on a trip. We came back. It was dead. But I know Bosley's different. These are obviously. I'm not trying to joke about them dying, but obviously that was clearly. I got annoyed for you. Just like I was happy for you when I saw Santa Ana. I was definitely annoyed for you for those comments. But whatever. Again, people are gonna try to come for you always. But I think one thing we spoke about, kind of similar to this topic, is it's like worse when it's people you know. And thankfully you've been like. Thankfully, and hopefully you're always on an upward trajectory. Yeah. But you've like not necessarily had, you've always been growing.
Yeah.
FaZe was for 12 years.
Yeah.
But once FaZe started declining, I had a personal realization of how many people, like the second they don't look at you as like opportunity or money bag, it's like
they dip.
The energy switches up big time. So I had a few of those moments, and it was very frustrating for me, and like it really like changed the way I view a lot of things. Have you had anything like that?
Honestly, like first off, that's so
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like if someone doesn't see you as an opportunity to benefit for themselves, it's like, all right, peace out. You're not important to me anymore. When in reality, most of the time the other side sees it like, oh, like you're my friend. Like I appreciate you. I can come to you for anything. So I don't think I've had like any like major falling offs with anyone.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, like
I'm sure you've had people that try to take advantage of you though.
Oh, definitely. That I for sure, but like again, I see it more like I just kind of like cut it off right then and there.
So it's not anything that's really grown too much.
No.
That's good.
No. I know of course like there's like I'll have times where I think certain people in my life are here for the wrong reasons, but then I overthink a lot.
Yeah.
So I sometimes just put myself in those holes.
Yeah.
And I realize that I'm doing it to myself. And that's one thing I got to fix about myself is just overthinking. I'm
sure you do, but it's also very good to be you need to just be pretty aware. And thankfully you have a good family. Your parents are great. Mm-hmm. You have good people around you that I think also probably are like looking out for you.
Yeah.
Even when you're not. But I think you've probably, you know better than I do at this point, but I'm sure it's good to always have that suspicion, I think, especially with new people coming into your life.
That's the hard part is when new people come into my life.
Especially you, bro.
It's one of those things that's an instinct where you're going to have to kind of be like walking on eggshells or like just being like very cautious and aware and just keeping your eyes open until you realize whether they're right to be here or they're not.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. Sometimes they're good at it. You know what I mean? They're good at faking
they are, bro. With FaZe, we've had a lot of, both of us have seen some weirdos come in, some weirdos go out.
Big time.
Get finessed. It's all very, thankfully my mindset shifted on a lot of it where I just kind of take it as like an interesting lesson. And I'm like, all right, in the future, when I have kids and talk to them about this kind of stuff, I could teach them. At least be there and help guide them away from these people.
Yeah.
Because
a lot of lessons.
Yeah. which is cool. I think that's one of the biggest blessings for all of us is like
Mm-hmm.
I say about myself, I've said it multiple times, but like I, wish I had set myself up better financially, or even with FaZe, like I put all my eggs in the FaZe basket. I kind of stopped making content and working on building FaZe behind. And things happen. There's a lot of things that are out of your control, which sucks. But like,
Yeah. It's always good to have like a backup.
it is, and I learned that one really hard because my whole life was FaZe.
But look at you now.
I mean,
Bro, you're
not
back on the grind. Like,
I mean, yeah, let's hope. Hey, let's see. I mean,
no.
I'm more positive with FaZe. Obviously, now with what Banks has been doing has been amazing for FaZe, and like I'm more positive about where it's going. But when it was looking like it was over for a little bit, I'm just more like, okay, what am I gonna do with the rest of my life?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm 28. I've been in FaZe since I'm 14. Same with you, right?
Half your life, bro.
It's almost half my life. I technically turned 15, so it's not half my life. The math sounds like half, but it's almost half my life. Same thing with you. And so both of us, you have a lot more going on outside of just your connection to FaZe.
Yeah.
That's my goal in the next couple of years is to build more stuff while also building FaZe. But I guess with content, because obviously you've been doing it now for 12 years. So I'm actually curious, like how long do you think you're going to be doing it for? Because again, your whole family does it. Like, is it something that you think you're going to stop? Or do you think when you have kids, you're going to do like a family channel? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm sure you go back and forth too, but
yeah.
Can you ever see yourself putting the camera down?
No. I don't think so.
Really?
Definitely slowing down.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
There's no way I could do 3 times a week for, 10 more years.
Yeah.
So I think like I'm going to always, as long as YouTube is here, I feel like I'll always be there.
Yeah.
Whether it's, uploading once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month. It honestly just depends like how my life goes. Like if I have kids, see, I've thought about that, and like family channels, like I don't think I would become a family channel. And I haven't really thought about if I'd put my kid on the internet. Because again, like you said, life lessons.
Yeah.
Putting yourself out there and like showing off your everything that you are, sharing personal things. It just can get scary.
You don't need my advice, but I really think if you have a kid, please don't put them on.
I know.
And your fans are going to be mad that I say that. But again, I had a nephew, FaZe Baby.
Of course.
We were just recording videos for him inside, right? He's 10 now. I was making videos with him when he was literally 4 months old till he was like 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cutest kid ever. Best personality. Like if I made him a channel at that time, he would have easily got 1 million subscribers.
Bro, FaZe Baby hit a trick shot.
Yeah, that video has 14 million views. Yeah. He was
That's the one I remember.
So it's funny because I posted a TikTok with him, but I didn't show his face, like an update on him. And some kid commented saying like, "Oh, I saw FaZe Baby on a Disney cruise before." And I'm like, I responded to this comment, I'm like, that is literally the reason I took him off the internet.
Yeah.
He was 2 years old.
Oh, no.
Maybe even 1.5. And he went on a Disney cruise with his parents. And he got stopped like 3 or 4 times on the cruise. A 2-year-old walking around. So his parents came back and told me that. I'm like, all right, man, like it's over. Like I'm not putting his face on the internet anymore.
Did
and
his parents like not like that?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't not like it. They were just like kind of laughing about it. But I'm like, if anything, like not understanding and like, it was, they kind of maybe even thought about making him like, should we make him a channel? My mom would always say stuff like that. I'm like, no. I was always like, nope, no, sorry, no channel.
Yeah.
I know it looks hypocritical. I'm putting him on my channel, but I'm like, no channel. But in my eyes, I'm like, this kid's gonna be a 2-year-old. I'm gonna give him 1 million subscribers. He's not gonna have the decision. He's just gonna be a YouTuber, and then it's gonna follow him.
Exactly. What if he doesn't want that when he gets
exactly?
older?
What if he doesn't? Now he's a Fortnite kid. He loves FaZe Rug. He would have loved to be a YouTuber, I'm sure. But I still am very happy that I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, it would have altered his childhood. And like we just talked about, even if he made millions of dollars, one, it's not even worth it. It's not guaranteed that he would have even made money. But let's just say in the best case scenario, he made millions of dollars. It could have ruined him.
Yeah.
Like he is such a good kid. I'm like so proud of him. He's an amazing kid. He's like a really good brother.
Yeah.
Like he's a very, very solid kid.
He's an older brother?
Yeah, he's an older brother. He's a very, very responsible. And I'm just like, dude, you just never know. And we've seen how much stuff like that can ruin it. Dude. So imagine a 2-year-old. I was like, I'm not doing that. So I was like very against it with my nephew. And I agree with you. I'm obviously way more private in general, but like I don't think you put your kid.
It is like one of those. I definitely wouldn't do it like off the bat, like maybe in the future, but not consistently. But I haven't really thought that far because I don't have a kid
Yeah.
on the way or anything.
Yeah.
Some people think I have a kid on the way.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a like a conspiracy.
Okay, well, in my last video,
Uh-oh.
Noah always jokes around behind the camera,
Okay.
and he was like, anything new coming up for you, Rug? Got the baby on the way.
Oh, okay.
And I just played along with it because I'm like, yeah, that's fatherhood's gonna be different, you know, and like. We just didn't say we were kidding. So then all the comments were like, wait, what? And then I literally right away I pinned a comment because I'm like, I don't even want that floating out there.
Yeah.
I just pinned a comment saying, guys, we were just kidding. Like I just went along with what Noah said. But
your next video is gonna be spammed with comments probably.
I know.
Is there like is it going around
TikTok?
social media?
Yeah, I
Oh,
saw it on
no.
TikTok and I'm
No.
like, that's what made me pin the comment. I'm like, oh, it's blowing up. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we made it like sarcastic enough. But yeah, man, I don't know. I could definitely see myself do YouTube for as long as YouTube is here, but it would definitely like be like a little bit more tamed. Like I don't think it would get like crazier in production. Like if anything, I could see it in the future getting less production-y and more just what's FaZe Rug doing at the age of 30? Like, hey guys, like update vlog. Like I just don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't, but like I just definitely can't see myself
You're not gonna
stopping.
just disappear though one day.
No cold turkey, just like
You got it.
boom.
So long term, right? Aside from YouTube, I mean, you spoke about that you have a goal of getting to 100, proper units, right? That's like investment wise, but like in general, like is there anything that you've thought about that you think you'd want to do long term that you'd be very happy doing, other than making content? Like for example, are you interested in like some creators like I don't know, you started your candy business,
That's
right?
one thing.
Or people like start production businesses, or like is there like a business in mind that you want to do, or are there things that you think about?
Yes, and one of them is my podcast that's coming back.
Amazing.
So that's one thing I could definitely see myself slowing down a little bit on like the content and doing podcasts more because
Cool.
I really like this.
Yeah.
Like, I really like just like talking and having raw conversations with different people.
Cool. There's so much, just so interesting.
So
obviously I
cool.
know you, and I'm even learning it and enjoying it. Like I've known you for 12 years, but still, like when you just sit and talk. So getting to meet random new people, like that's the coolest podcasts to me are the ones that have like random people don't really know about, and like they're talking about something,
It's interesting.
It is really cool.
Like in real time. You know?
I could see you doing that shift.
Yeah, bro. So that's one thing that's like coming back very soon, and then of course the candy one up. Like I really, really want to, put a lot more time into it and just be very about it. Like, cause I am right now, but of course with filming 3 times a week, it is hard to put all my time into it.
Yeah.
So definitely podcast and my candy brand.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you have other like products you want to launch? Anything that you have like a passion about? Or not? Or you're just kind of going with the flow?
As of now, yeah, just going with the flow. Because
Cool.
candy was very natural to me because I just love candy. Like you saw my pantry.
Yeah.
You walked in and you knew I loved candy since I was a kid.
Since we were playing Call of Duty on
I would
Xbox,
always just
I remember
eating
your mom made you a
snack table.
right outside your door, right?
Yeah.
Or in the
Bro, I was
hallway, right?
spoiled. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Hey man, I think you've returned the favor. So
Yeah.
it's okay. But yeah, you did like candy since then.
Yeah,
that's
so-
cool. It's really cool to see you launch that.
Yeah, that was natural for sure. And then just podcasting. I mean, I did have my podcast in 2021.
Yeah, I was.
It did really well.
It did. I was mad you stopped it.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. So
So I'm glad you're launching that back up.
definitely coming back.
All Grown Up University.
Yeah,
Is it university?
it's just all grown up. It's cool because like the all grown up, I came up with that name.
So
because-
sick.
Bro, it's so sick
Yeah.
because it's like it just makes so much sense. Like, okay, I call my fans the Rugrats.
Yeah.
There was the Rugrats all grown up.
Yeah.
You
Of
know,
course.
So that was big too. And I was like, wait, so now I'm grown up.
Yeah.
And some of my
Dude, you did a
fans-
Rugrats. I'm sorry, but you did a Rugrats collab.
I did.
That's so cool.
See, that's another thing.
I feel like, by the way, that was like, bro, that's a way bigger deal than I feel like you made
like,
it.
it was straight
like
up with
he's
Nickelodeon.
literally named after them, basically. Your
Yeah.
brand is coming after that. Not after them, but like you connected yourself to that brand.
Yeah.
And you did a real collab with them, with
Bro.
Nickelodeon Rugrats. So cool.
Absolutely insane.
They got to sponsor All Grown Up then.
Bro, that would be insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I think it just makes a lot of sense. And like all my fans that grew up with me, they're all grown
Growing
up
up
with
together. They are. That's actually something that's been really cool for me.
Mhm.
Is like running into like, let's go to a restaurant or something. The guys working there. Like, damn, like I literally grew up with you. And they're like
Yes.
25-year-old. Like they're going into like a professional stage of their life, working at specific jobs. That's one of the coolest moments.
It is, yeah. Like
and
being a part of someone's childhood.
Yeah.
Like I grew up with SpongeBob.
Yeah.
You know, like, so being like someone's SpongeBob is kind of cool.
I've never thought about it like that.
I don't know if it's SpongeBob to that extent. SpongeBob is iconic, bro.
You are definitely someone's SpongeBob.
It's
That's
just crazy to think. Because kids nowadays are just watching YouTube.
They are. No, for sure.
Coco Melon.
Bro, yeah, bro, my attention span is also cooked now. Like these kids, like I can't even watch shows. I just watch TikTok.
Yeah, bro.
I just scroll, bro. I just scroll. I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop scrolling. It's bad. It's really bad. But you, like I said, you are a great role model for these kids. So I'm glad you're making content. Please keep doing it and providing a good alternative to some of the others that people are watching on YouTube. But glad to hear you're not stopping soon. Don't worry, guys. I'm not trying to get him to stop.
No, he told me off camera that I should quit. So
what I will say is, though, when he's extremely overwhelmed and stressing himself out to death, then I do support going down from 3 to 2 videos a week or lowering your standard. Because you've been going so hard for so long that I think you've earned the flexibility that if you do want, I know you're not going to allow it, and I'm sure your fans will allow it. If you want to miss a video, 1 video out of the 3 a week here and there, I think you should be okay with that because it's okay. It's a way to avoid burnout. I don't know how you haven't burned out yet.
Yeah. You know what it is? I tell people all the time, it's simply because we're doing something different all the time. Of course, it could get still super overwhelming, but it like there's still that spark of like, oh shoot, tomorrow we're flying to Vegas. Oh shoot, tomorrow we're doing this. Like that's cool. Like it's always just about doing something different. But just this week, for example, I was supposed to film 3 times a week, and then it got really hectic. It's not because of you. I love you.
It's my fault, guys.
No, it's not.
It is.
No,
it is.
But when I said, okay, let's just not shoot an extra video, so let's just do 2 this week, bro, this weight got lifted off my shoulder. I felt very relieved because, like you said, like I feel like I have earned that where like no one's gonna be like, Rug, I can't believe you only posted 2 times this week. It's like people I think now are more understanding and being like, Rug, like if you need more time, we're gonna be here. You know, like you could take a week, you could take a month off. Like we admire everything you've done and given us all this content that it's okay for you to take a break.
Good. It is.
Yeah.
I think you've taken, 1 vacation in the last...
Taken 1 vacation.
Where'd you go?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Okay. You went last year, right? Or this year?
It was last year.
It's fly, bro.
Dude,
it's back.
I've been looking at more places to travel to. I want to go to the Maldives.
I think you should do it. And I'm not saying...
No, it's a 24-hour flight.
Make it into a content trip. But if it makes you feel better,
I will
film
vlog.
a video there.
And the thing is, you can vlog with your iPhone. Like,
I think there's a new traveling arc for Rug.
Bro, honestly, Middle East tour, and we'll record it.
You see Speed doing it. Obviously, live streaming is one thing, but like, I think you can bust out some cool traveling videos.
Speed is fun, bro. Honestly, if we're talking content creator, Speed is one of my favorite.
No, he's very funny, bro. He cracks me. I don't laugh a lot at like stuff.
I know.
He kills me.
I genuinely
actually crack.
Yeah, me too.
My friends too. Like, he's hilarious. That's dope though. I think you should travel. I support it, even if it's a vacation. But I'm sure you can bust out a video there.
Even if it's just if I go for like a week
and vlog
it's like I could easily just get 1 video out of it, and it won't feel like, oh my god, I have to finish right now and start my next video. Like,
and I'm sure you'll prepare extra videos before you should do it.
Yeah,
guys, tell him to relax a little bit, take a break. So that way he will be here longer.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you've already been here for 10 years nonstop. I don't think anyone's worried about you, but it's good to know that it's cool because you really love it. Like, that's what's dope. I'll be honest, like, it's me being completely honest. Today, I can't tell you the last time I went to film a video, especially for my own channel, where I was actually like this is going to be fun. This is really cool. Like, I'm excited to do this. Like,
Apex.
I came down to see you, but it was really fun. Like, I enjoyed it. And a lot of the content I'm going to be doing is going to be a little repetitive. So hopefully I don't get sick of it. But talking to different people, I'm looking forward to this series, and the other series I think will be fun as well. We'll see, but like it feels different. Like I can't remember the last time I enjoyed making content.
Yeah.
The last few years I was making content, I was just like,
did it feel forced?
I'm like sitting down, like, okay, I'm recording, sweating in my room, you know, trying to get as much content as I can. Yeah. It wasn't really. That's kind of partially why I stopped as well. And I never thought I'd be back. Crazy how many things change.
Bro, when you were at my door and you were like recording on your phone, like, bro, you were like excited.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's so like cool for me to see, because like I know you like didn't post for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long period of time, and like just seeing you back into it and seeing you actually enjoy it it just makes me happy to see.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I had like 1,300 videos. Damn. I was doing every day like you, not as long as you, but I did it for a while.
Daily was a crazy grind.
A while. It was a crazy grind. So, you know, I've definitely done it. I haven't done it in a long time, but you know, I have like 6 million. I had like 6.4 million. Down to 6 million. Let's see if I dip under 5. I lost like 400,000.
No.
But here's the thing. I never thought I'd ever get a 10 mil plaque. But now I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to get it this time. Maybe I'm actually going to. And I never thought I'd even like try to make that push.
That's a great
But I feel
goal.
like with this stuff, I feel like there's a chance I'm going for it. So we'll see.
Dude.
I got to see your 10 mil plaque. I just saw Fusi's.
Yeah.
And that was the first one I saw. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen. He's like, you haven't seen anyone in FaZe? I'm like, no, I haven't seen Rug yet, man. I haven't got his house yet.
Yeah.
So again, I'm gonna end it here because I'm gonna let you go. I know it's getting dark. You're gonna go film right now. Poor guy, bro.
That's fine.
I'm too late. But just like I started it, thank you for having me here.
Of course,
And
bro.
thank you for letting us film this here. This was very nice. I love you so much.
This was a great,
I'm very,
peaceful
very
setting,
proud
bro.
of the person you are and
Thank
the success you have. So just keep being you.
Love you, bro.
And thank you
Seriously.
for just everything you've done for me, for FaZe, for everyone.
Of
You're just a very
course.
positive person.
Thank you so
This
much.
was fun. Right when I asked him to film, obviously, I want to start off with FaZe members, and obviously, I want to start off with big YouTubers. So Rug, I did it with Rain, and then what's the next best person to do it with? One of the biggest YouTubers in the world, and a FaZe member. So thank you for.
Of course.
You agreed right away. You made it very simple.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you. And if we're gonna do the baseball video, please.
I promise. And it's not even gonna be a video. Let's do it for fun.
Oh, I'm there.
We could film it.
I'm there,
But bro, I want to play
I want to play
baseball.
I love that you. By the way, you got some people on your team that I know are into baseball. We're gonna get a team.
We'll get a team.
We're gonna get a team together.
Bro, okay, would you use a wooden bat or no, right?
I think we need medals so we could feel.
I want to hit home runs.
Yeah.
I can't hit a home run with a freaking wooden bat, bro.
Let's do it, dude. Please. I have a glove
Yes.
from the last time I did it.
I need a bro, my
I get
old baseball
cleats.
bat.
We gotta go all out.
Yeah. I had a DeMarini. Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
DeMarini?
DeMarini, yeah.
DeMarini was a banger.
I had a combat. Do you know combat?
Yeah.
But I'll see you on the baseball field.
Yes.
And this was really nice. Thank you for having us. And hopefully, you know, if you ever come up a little more north before LA in the OC,
I'll visit.
I'd love to see you there.
Of course.
But I'll catch you in LA at some FaZe stuff. Now that FaZe is kind of
We back.
back, I
We
think I'm
back,
sure we'll
baby.
have some fun things to do. So
Hell yeah.
love you. Thank
Love you, bro. Thank you so
Appreciate
much
it,
for
bro.
having me.
Thank you.